Okay, ready? Welcome back to video number 2 in the lip syncing tutorial. In the first video, we set the file up, getting ready to lip sync, and now we're going to actually go and lip sync the file, which is really pretty simple once we get started on it. All right, so I am going to spend a little bit more time manipulating my timeline. Okay, typically I like to put my audio at the top. Okay. Because I only really need the audio layer and the mouth symbol layer, okay? The other layers I don't really need to see anymore because I'm really not going to move the head or anything. I just want to change the mouth to when the audio changes, okay? One of the things to remember is that lip syncing for 2D animation and in any animation really is more of an art than a science. I mean, you can get it really, really close if you want to, but the idea is that you're not going to be lip syncing every vowel change. So when Ron Burgundy says good, I'm not going to change the mouth to a G, then an O, then a O, and then a D. Okay? Typically, what I'll do is I'll try to approximate it because if you do, the mouths move too fast for your audience to be able to actually register the changes, and it just looks a little bit frantic. So really what I would do is the less keyframes, the better. So when you see me do it, you'll see that I'm not going to lip sync every vowel and every consonant or every syllable necessarily. I'm just going to get close to kind of make it look. And so you just have to kind of pay attention and try it in a variety of different ways. It's a lot of trial and error, and like I said, it's more art than science. Okay? You just want to get it close. All right, so one thing I want you to take a look at first is watch when I scrub the timeline, okay? Look at the mouth. You see how it's playing automatically? It's just kind of going through all 10 mouths. Okay? So the first thing we need to do is turn that off. So if you click the mouth once, don't double click, just to select it. I'm going to get my selection tool instead of the free transform tool. You'll see over right, okay, you'll see over in the property panels, looping. And over here, okay, you're going to want to turn the looping off. Now this first button is play graphic and loop. The second one is play graphic once. And the third is play single frame for the graphic. We're going to want to switch our graphic right now before we do any keyframes to this. All right, so this allows us to come here to the frame picker and pick the different frames according to the mouth, okay? So I just want to set it to the rest mouth until he starts speaking. So that would be mouth number 10. So, okay, now you can come in here and do it like this with the frame picker. Okay, and this is one way of doing your mouth positions. You open up your frame picker by clicking that button, right? All I did was I clicked on this button over here. It opened up my frame picker so I could see my individual mouths and then change them accordingly. All right, so now what I'll do is I'll smooth my timeline. And here's where my next change is going to be. Good, good, good. Probably not the G. I'm probably going to jump right to the O. Okay, so I put in a keyframe, F6, and I pick a different frame, which is going to be my Good. Probably mouth number 1, 2, 3, 4. There it is. Change it to good, and I'm probably going to skip the ud and move right to the evening. So I'm going to add another keyframe here and then pick the E mouth, which is number 2. Okay. Good evening. And right here, add another keyframe, and I'll switch to my V mouth, which would be number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So here, I'll switch over to mouth number 6. Okay, another keyframe. And then switch to mouth, good evening. So I'm gonna have to come close to like a G. So that would probably be mouth number 5. So add it in there, click the mouth number 5, and okay. And then I might switch over to the resting mouth position, or maybe the closed mouth with the M. So S6, switch over to mouth number 6, 7 or 8 in this case, okay. Okay, nothing, nothing, nothing. And then here, boom, boom, I'm Ron Burgundy, right? So F6, and then we're gonna go to our A mouth again, probably the A one, so number 1, and about here, another change, F6, probably the M mouth, so back to 8, I'm. Okay, so he's going to go here to R for Ron. Okay, and so I might choose that, ra, and I have to decide, am I going to go straight to an A or am I going to go with an R? I might go straight to an A, actually. So go back here. And I might need to move that keyframe down a little bit, right? And then just keep on doing that over and over and over until you have done the entire audio piece. That's really all that there is to it. When you're done with it, submit the file. After keyframing out the whole piece to the best of your ability. It's not going to be perfect your first time around, but it's something that you should learn to use. It's pretty neat. And of course, all of this can be embedded. You can nest all of these things further and further down symbols. So if you wanted to animate a character walking and talking, you would have to do the lip syncing inside of the character's head. That would mean putting the audio inside that character's head as well on a layer inside that symbol. We can do that later on if people want to do this, take this assignment to the next level and actually do a nested version of this where we nest the lip syncing inside and combine it with something else. Anyway, there you go. So save that file as lipSync01 and your name, upload it to Canvas, and you are done. Thanks everybody, and see you soon.